Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what happens when we have the moon in the 10th house in your astrology chart. Okay, so before we get into all that good stuff about the moon in the 10th house, I'd just like to let you guys know that I am a Vedic astrologer and I do offer Vedic astrology readings. So if you're interested in that and everything else that's listed up here, then you can go ahead and check out my website, gebotheshaman.com. Alrighty, so check that out. And let's get into, so I basically offer all that stuff. I have astrology certification courses. I have my Vedic astrology readings. I have my birth time rectifications and things like that. So yeah, there's a bunch of things that I offer. So, let's see here. So, moon in the 10th house. So, what is the moon? So, well, basically, in order to understand this placement, we need to understand what the moon means and what the 10th house means. Put them together, and there you go. We have our own analysis. So, the moon is our mind. Now, when I say the mind, I mean the meditative mind, not the mind that we think of in Western astrology, or in Western culture. So when we would say somebody's got a sharp mind, we would basically mean that they have a strong intellect. Well, in the Vedic cultures, the mind is not the intellect, it's the heart mind. So the moon represents the mind, the heart mind, and so this gives us our thoughts, our feelings. Our thoughts and feelings don't come from the brain, from the intellect, from the, from that center. It comes from the heart center, the thoughts, the feelings, the things like that. So that's an important distinction. So the moon is the mind. The moon rules emotions. The moon, it waxes to full and then it wanes to a new moon. And then we have the moon also controls the tides. The tides rise, the tides fall. And so this is very indicative of our emotions. So this means that the effect that the moon has on us will change over time. It's not going to be constant. It's going to change just like our feelings change. We could be feeling one thing one moment and something happens and we feel differently the next. So, then we have the 10th house. So what is the 10th house? The 10th house is the house of your career, your reputation, your fame, your social status, your public reputation, your social standing, and things like that. So this is oftentimes this is highly, this has to do with a lot with your career. And so, the 10th house is the house of career. It's the house of the, the public life. So if the 4th house was your home life, the 10th house would be your public life. So there's that. It's all about your fame, your reputation. It's traditionally controlled by Capricorn. So Capricorn would be the 10th sign, corresponding to the 10th house. So, yeah, it's it's to do with work, hard work, effort, discipline, organization, things like that. And so, when you have your moon here, it kind of brings about a kind of a fixation on your career. So someone with this placement could easily be a workaholic. They could easily, spend hours just doing their work, but it also kind of gives the work life some imbalance. Some, because we have that energy of the moon there, so we have ups and downs in the work life. So, it could, cause some instability in your career and things like that. So, so there's that. Let me see here. So, another thing with this placement is that, you'll be like a lot of your mental energy goes towards finding success. You're like, have this fixation about finding success, finding, like developing a good reputation with your, through your work, through your job. And so, this also means that you'll be business minded. You'll be, it's the opposite house to the fourth house. So that means that you, instead of being, thinking about family and thinking about connecting with people, you'll be thinking about, how to improve your business, how to get that going and how to get that flowing and things like that. So that's something that happens with the moon in the 10th house. Also, the moon placement is your relationship with your mother. So moon in the 10th house is basically, it's you'll have this like very business-like relationship with your mother, which it's, that kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, because your mom is supposed to be the one who is, loving and nurturing and caring and supportive, and in this role she's like a boss to you. She's like your boss, and she can often act like like a father figure to you. So yeah, this is one of the things that happens with this position. So your relationship with your mother will be very business oriented. Like you may even go into like a family business or something like that. Maybe your mom is in control of a business and you have to work for her. That could be seen with this position. But yeah, it's not the most ideal position for the moon, because the moon wants to be in the opposite house, the fourth house of Cancer, of the home, the supportive and things like that, and with family and healthy, loving, nurturing relationships and things. So, yeah, so that's kind of the struggle with the moon here. Let's see what else I could say about this position. Let me see how I am on time. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to say for this one. I gave you guys a lot of, information, so yeah. So then, if you are interested in booking an astrology reading with me, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com and book an astrology reading there. I give you like the most powerful, most important things within your birth chart. So, a lot of astrologers will just do like the reading for your chart for this year or this month, or something like that, like a transit reading. But when I do a reading, I give you the most helpful information that will last you a lifetime. So what you learn from me will last you your entire lifetime. And there's always things that you can learn from it. So, yeah. Let's see here. So we have the certified Vedic astrology certification course. So with that we have basically that's an astrology course that takes you through step A through step Z of how I do an astrology reading. It's the full layout, and you don't need to be an expert astrologer to figure this stuff out. So it's very easy if you just follow step A, B, C, then it'll walk you through it and you can figure it out in no time. And then we have, so with that astrology certification course, we have, so after you pass the test, I will make you a Vedic astrologer. Meaning that I will give you your own Vedic astrology website and start referring clients to you. So that's very, very powerful. Because you can, you can start up a website, but if you have nobody promoting you, then, it's just hard. And, so that's a good way to start your business and get things moving. So then we have the astrology readings, and then we have the birth time rectification. So with the birth time rectification, I see a lot of young people or new people getting into astrology, and they might not have their exact birth time recorded. So, if you don't have your exact birth time, that's not a problem. I have this a service which finds your birth time called birth time rectification. So that is very powerful for you. It's a lot of astrologers get your birth time to within 10 minutes or so, but I take the extra time and effort and energy to nail it down to the span of 1 minute. So that's really good. So then we have the career coaching and the life coaching. So if you're one of those people who is struggling in life, who's struggling to find their path and purpose and career, nothing really resonates with you career-wise, then that's not a good thing. If you're just sitting by, sitting on the couch eating Cheetos all day, not going after your career, not going after what you want, then that is not a good thing. So the career consultation will help you figure out exactly what you want to do with life. So that's something that I offer. And then we have the life coaching and the ritual magic courses. So ritual magic courses are great if you are coming across any kind of blocks or anything. A lot of people have blocks when it comes to finances, health, wealth, prosperity, love, relationships, all kinds of stuff like that. So those are good for that. And then we have the Qigong course if you want to know the most powerful way to spiritually evolve and grow. Qigong courses are the most powerful way to become enlightened beings. So, an enlightened being. Alright, so I have all my courses, products, services, courses, everything that I have to offer on sale right now. You can get them in bundle sales, so if there's more than one thing that you are looking for, then you can get it in a bundle sale. So go ahead and check that out. Alrighty, so yeah, that does it for me, guys. And if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe. Alrighty, we will talk to you next time. Peace.